Arr. And since it is already leaked, I'm going to add this little piece on the end. It's already leaked. The Kevin Smith YouTube page, podcast, Smodcast, all that stuff on YouTube. You can go check him out. It's already leaked that he is working on another movie set in the J. Silent Bob universe. Clerks, another Clerks movie, and another Mallrats movie. And I think we're going to see the Mallrats one first, but I'm not sure. He keeps cagey about it. He keeps saying it's either going to be Clerks or Mallrats 3. Yeah, it's probably going to be Mallrats 2 first, just because doing sort of a reboot of that would be funny. They might as well just call it Mallrats Now. It would make more sense, but but yeah, I'm not sure much about, if anything, about it yet. But he apparently doesn't like that Ben Affleck is playing Batman, which is funny. You think he'd like that? He can't play Batman. He's too big. He could play some of the Batman villains, though. Oh, poor kid. Oh, no. I couldn't play Batman. I'm out of shape. So there you go. So, Batman. This is the Kevin Smith, Jane Silent Bob movies. They're making more of them. They've announced Clerks and the other one. Let's see what have they said, actually. Clerks 3 is the one that's in production in 2016. Mallrats, which is Mallrats 2, is apparently in production, like, as well. So there's two of them. Yeah, so we'll see if that's any good. I think he should still do the horror movie thing, but do it right this time. Tried with Red State. That's so good. I have to actually see that movie to determine how bad it is, but I've heard it's not very good. Now, he does have a singular wit. His other stuff, his Evening with Kevin Smith DVDs, you can get a hold of those. Those are hilarious. He goes to a college or university or something. He talks to the kids about being Kevin Smith. They're actually quite funny. He sort of reinvented a genre, Kevin Smith did. He sort of restabilized the whole the thing. That's the only way to describe it. He sort of messaged out to it that the end of the X generation, really. And sort of bridge the gap between X generation and the Millennials. These movies, it seems to kind of put them together. They're clearly nostalgic for the 80s and that kind of thing. Kevin Smith was a great influence on the Kal Kat show and its origins and all that. Certainly a lot of the characters from the Kal Kat show could just as easily walk right into a Kevin Smith movie with no problem and go on rambling about random stuff. The Big Bang Theory movie series is clearly, a kind of an off reference of his universe. They could walk onto the set of a Kevin Smith rambling about things in pop culture. They totally would fit in. And as I've said before, I would totally could walk into that show and like fit in there, walking on cameo. But yeah, it's a next gen thing. But and with Big Bang Theory, that show in particular, which is not as good as it used to be. Actually, the main characters are a bit older than you think they are. In the show, they're supposed to be in their mid-30s, but actually, Jim Parsons is over 40. He turned 40 like last year or something. He's actually quite a bit older than he's playing. He's playing a 30-something guy, but he's 40. He just looks very young. Actually, the Kevin Smith YouTube page is hilarious. Go there, check that out. It's funny. You can hear his infamous Star Wars 7 story, which is hilarious, which goes back to his wife, and something funny happens after. I won't give it away. After they get back, she's Jennifer Swaback, the reporter from back in the day. He married Jennifer Swaback. And they have a daughter who's now a teenager. I take it that she's probably in Mallrats, which is hilarious. She actually had a cameo in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. She played young Kevin Smith, and she got to say the F word. And it's like, teaching your little kid how to swear already. That's gonna go over real well when you're all, oh. But yeah, I don't know if she probably is into the Kevin Smith movies, I would think. The millennial. She's probably into, and it's the same culture. It's Martha's culture, or something. I'm not totally into that, but I know the stoner culture. I know of them. I don't know all the slang anymore, but I know some of the old slang. But I know of them. I'm not one of them, but I know of them, and I joke about it. I say, "Oh, hi, cocaine." No, I don't do any drugs. I'm just weird. Um, but yeah, it's and Kevin Smith really doesn't either. Not for a while now. I don't think Jay Muse does either anymore. But they had some issues with that. At least Jay did. The Silent Bob character, Jay Muse. Yeah, I had 2 or 3 opportunities to actually meet them that I didn't. I should have found a way because they were in Jersey. Actually, they were originally when they were doing, I think it was Jay and Silent Bob. I had an opportunity to go to I could have gone to my half sisters and gone to their comic shop in Jersey. It wasn't that far away from where they were. Red Bank's not that far away from Mays Landing. I could have done that, but I hadn't been there, and I didn't get to go, and I didn't go, so I didn't get to see them. And it just so happened that had I gone that summer, which would have been 2001, they were in LA filming the other movie. They weren't even there, so I wouldn't have gotten to see them anyway, even if I had gone. So, oh well. The next big convention that they're at, you'll find out about it. we'll see what happens. But they haven't shown up at a big convention. There was a guy that looked a lot like him at Big Wow last year, but I doubt it was him. Just dressed like him. Because that would be weird if he just showed up at Big Wow randomly. They didn't even, yeah. Maybe not, though. That is the big San Jose comic book thing. This year we're not going to Big Wow. I don't think he's there, but we can't afford it. Unless somehow you get, like, scrounge up to sneak in. We're not going to sneak in, but just to walk in and look around. We can pull off a miracle to go to Big... Anyway, Kevin Smith, yeah. They were down in L.A. We could have, actually, when we were down in Pasadena in L.A. On the Disneyland trip, we could have gone to their comic shop or the Chronic Taco. We did not do that either. Taco place, just a taco place. But just call it that. We could have gone to the Secret Stash, which sounds ominous, but it's just a comic shop. But we didn't. So yeah, check out his movies. Kevin Smith's funny. He does well with comedies. He does well with improv, acting, characters, stream of consciousness. I understand that the guys at Channel Awesome and Nostalgia Critic and that group over there always had at one point complained about Linerama, which is a sort of stream of consciousness line thing. Kevin Smith is a master at that. His dialogue is pretty much that, but better than what they're thinking. They're thinking of like some of those cheesy sitcoms where they don't do it. So yeah, Kevin Smith, check it out. Check out his podcasts and all that. And no, we're not going to be having him on together unless something happens. He shows up. And it would be awesome, I feel like, but it hasn't happened yet. If something that cool happened, you'll know. That's right. Yeah, if he had an autograph signing it. Yeah, if he's actually going to be at one of these big things, I will find a way to go. Because I'm like, but I don't think he is.